breaking news out of Washington, where the U.S. Capitol complex is on lockdown and people outside have been advised to take cover after what officials call an external security threat. Apparently, a car ramming a barricade.
As I was sitting down for lunch, I saw breaking news. Shooting at Capitol Hill, 2 officers down. Of course, I put my lunch to the side and I started digging. Per the Capitol Hill police, 2 officers are indeed down, but there was no shooting. So what happened? Let's get into it. As always, people rush to conclusions. As soon as they saw shooting, they started going with it and started blaming Trump, white supremacy, and calling for gun reform. But is that really what happened? No, it's not. In fact, guns had nothing to do with it. What happened was this. A vehicle rammed into the barricades and hit 2 officers. 2 officers are on their way to the hospital, and so is the suspect who's in custody. When the suspect hit the barricade, he got out of the car with a knife, and then he was shot. So we have a car and the knife. That's what he used to perpetrate the crime, and he was stopped by people with a gun. Here's some footage of the officers being loaded onto stretchers and the helicopter landing to take him to the hospital.
I'm taping this. This is a helicopter literally landing on the east front of the Capitol. I've never in my life seen this before. I've been up here a long time. Again, a helicopter landing on the east front of the Capitol. A U.S. Park Police helicopter.
I hate when innocent people get hurt, and I hate when innocent cops get hurt. Even worse, I hate when they're attacked, not just hurt. What happened today is sickening, but I'm not going to try to assume the identity of the perpetrator, nor am I going to try to assume the reasons for doing this. Was it a BLM? Was it a Antifa? Was it a Trump supporter? Was it an actual white supremacist? I don't know, and I'm sure we'll find out with given time. There's no point in assuming things. That's how we get in trouble. I do want to point something out. What happened today is disgusting. It's a tragedy. 2 officers were rammed down. It should be national news. But why isn't it national news when officers get gunned down all over the country, from Oakland to Chicago? In Chicago, in the last 2 weeks, 4 officers have been shot. National news? No. Why not? Let me show you some footage of what looks like a war zone in Oakland. Now, after seeing that video, some of you may be thinking, wow, we really need gun reform. Nobody should have that type of gun. And I respectfully disagree. When you take away guns by law, the law-abiding people give them up. You know who doesn't? The criminals. So I think we should do this. Everyone should be armed. That way, criminals will be taking less risks. And that's guaranteed. They're not going to risk shooting you when they can be shot by you, or by your friend, or by someone across the street. Just too much risk. My last point is this. Even if criminals decide to give away their guns or they can't get one, well, just grab a knife or a car and ram you down. And if that's not enough, they'll get out of the car with a knife. And if you don't have a gun to stop them, you won't stop them. Guns aren't the problem. Sick people are. We'll see what happens with the Capitol Hill if we get more developments. Maybe I'll make another video. If you like this video, subscribe. We'll see more things like this. Some anti-woke, anti-social justice warrior stuff. It's fun. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.